What's going on, guys and gals? Thanks for joining me here on my channel again, Stephen Sturgill. Let's get right into it. Guys and gals, we are looking at Odin. Is it 09? Posala. Let's see, I've already sprayed it on the hand. Let's see, where is the bottle? All of a sudden, I am not. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yes. Yep. Okay. Reading right off the box, and then we'll get into when it dropped and notes and all that. Well, these are the notes. So, pear flower, velvety peach, star jasmine, bourbon accord, orange flower, perique tobacco, benzoin, purple iris, and amber. That's quite an eclectic little sensual mix there. As you well know by now, these are 100 mils, or if you didn't know, you know, 3.4 fluid ounces. Odin of New York. I don't think this is made anymore, but I could be wrong. Okay. I don't know how the box got closed like that. These normally have tabs to pull out. Could I fold that inside? Anyways, oh, there. Oops, put it in upside down. No wonder. Okay, and that's it's got the little bird of some kind that they have that icon. Okay. That's the bottle. Now I've already taken the liberty to spray it on. Here we're into the earliest part of the dry down, let us say, which is pretty much getting into the heart, the earliest part of the heart phase. So let's get into the when this dropped. And yes, back in 2012, that's what I thought. And it was Delphine Gelk is the fragrance nose on this. So I'm torn on this one, guys. As you will know, or you should know by now, or if you stay on my channel, you'll definitely find out. Tobacco in general is sort of the favorite note for me in perfumery, but there's lots of other notes that I really, really enjoy, certainly. So as a tobacco lover, I was going into this expecting something along the lines of a Parfums de Marly, Herod, if you will, or not a clone of Tobacco Vanille, but something sort of hinting at that type of style. And this is really, really quite different. It's well done. It's very, very well done for what it is. But so for my personal taste, this is skewing just a little bit too feminine for me. Primarily, probably, mainly, if I had just to throw a dart and hit the number one culprit in this note array, would probably have to be the peach, very closely followed by the pear blossom, and to a much, much, much lesser extent, followed by the iris. It's funny because on the real box it said purple iris, but if you go to Fragrantica, it says black iris. So I don't know if that's a faux pas on the part of Fragrantica, but whatever. The bourbon vanilla, I don't know how much bourbon I actually get in here. Maybe there is a slightly strange bourbon, almost slightly whiskey accord, but it's very muted, very soft. It's almost an abstraction. Now, I do feel that these are really, really top tier ingredients. For the most part, these are not your run-of-the-mill, off-the-shelf, lowbrow, mass appeal designer type ingredients. I do feel this is more in the niche and artistic category in terms of quality, which is indicative of the entire line of Odin. Most of the notes I can sort of clearly detect, so they're not just like all being mashed up into this oatmeal type mush. I mean, I do kind of get each separate accord for the most part. I get the tobacco, I get the amber. I do certainly get the jasmine and the bourbon vanilla, which is not as strong as you might think. It's a fairly quiet, it's there, but it's very quiet, very, very conservative. No bad thing. I do get the orange blossom, which pretty much dies down after about the first hour, hour and a half. It's pretty much all but gone. Again, it's well done. I can't fault the house nor the nose for how well this is done, but it just doesn't totally wow me nor capture my preferred stylistic taste or take. Again, for the main reason that the peach is and the pear blossom just make this a tad too feminine for my personal taste. Is it wearable for a man? Certainly. I'm not saying it smells like your grandma's powdery perfume, but I feel like it could have been so much richer and more macho, more tobacco centric. It could have gone just a lot more old world, gentlemanly, Mediterranean, something type sexy with the tobacco. But it definitely smells sophisticated. It smells well done. It smells classy. So if you're a guy and you don't mind those notes of, in particular, again, the peach and that pear blossom mixing with the jasmine and the orange blossom, you might really like this much more so than I did. Longevity is decent. I get about 6 to 7 hours out of this. If you go really, really heavy and get quite a bit on clothing, you can easily eke past 9 or 10 or even 12 hours. But having said that, it will be very, very soft indeed, primarily only a skin scent. So really, this thing is going to really, really quiet down after about the 4th to 5th hours. Again, unless you go just atomic heavy. But having said that, if you do get it on your clothing, it will definitely push past 12 hours without a shadow of a doubt. So not at all bad in the performance, really overall. Projection is very decent for about the first 2 to 3 hours. And after that, it's going to die down to a scent bubble, a very mild, soft, not quite skin scent, but just maybe about an inch and a half out of that. And then after about another 2 to 3 hours, it will definitely dramatically die down to primarily only a skin scent. But that will give you plenty of decent coverage for the average workday or date or meeting / running around town, what have you. And if you're really that concerned, I guess take the bottle with you or take a decant. I don't really know too many people that would complain about not getting too much past 6 hours, give or take. That's just my personal opinion. So that is going to do it, guys, on this, on my personal take here of Odin's Posala. And it's an interesting scent, well done. Really think it. I mean, there are intriguing aspects about it. You know, the more I smell it, the more, in a weird way, I'm almost getting more intrigued by it. I just don't know that it's exactly what I'm looking for in a tobacco-based scent, but it is definitely very interesting, quite well done. Some beautiful ingredients, no doubt. I don't know. This may be one that just I need even more time with to fully decide how I feel about it. But for now, let us just say that it's an interesting scent. Not really in the best of class in my tobacco-based fragrances. It really wouldn't. Probably not even crack my top 20 list of tobacco-based scents. That's just not quite there yet, but it's well done and interesting for sure. You guys might fall in love with it more so than I did. But for those reasons, I can't particularly recommend this, except to say that if you just have to have it and you're an Odin, you're a huge fan of the House of Odin, then by all means get it. If you are a fan of slightly more feminine leaning unisex tobacco-based scents, you definitely might want to try it. And if you're just a fan of unique, different type, artistic, niche type, artistic scents, you might definitely want to try this. But other than that, yeah, I'm not sure I can really give this a strong recommendation. It's interesting for sure. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. It's been great. Tune in next time for the next review. If you like, please subscribe, click the bell for future updates, and we'll see you next time. Peace out, guys. Love you. And again, hope you're having a great fall so far. Bye-bye.